Welcome back to our continuing Champions League coverage here, round 16. Now taking a look at Wednesday's matches. If you're catching this on replay, please head on over to our YouTube Sportsbook review channel and catch our Tuesday's matches. Also, we are clipping each one of those and hosting them over to Oddsmarket, is our sister site there. And oddsmarket.com, we've got a lot of Champions League news stuff, betting articles, accumulator bets, you name it. Oddsmarket.com. Please head on over and check it out. Introducing today's guest, Flash and Martin Green, and previewing Bayern Munich versus Liverpool and Barcelona versus Leone. Both ended in 0-0 draws. Very few were certainly expecting those ones. The question is, are we at least going to see a few more goals in this one? Surely we are. Are we, Flash? Are we going to see some more goals between these two teams? 4 teams?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt, I think we'll see goals. The big thing is, first of all, let's start with the Bayern Munich-Liverpool game. I don't think that the fear factor of going into Munich is there. I think they're pretty average. I think Liverpool are overpriced, and I favour Liverpool because I start at the back. I think that Liverpool is solid. I also think that a couple of the strengths of Liverpool comes from the fullback areas. The weakness of Liverpool is their creativity in midfield, and their strength again is the front three. I think you could I think both teams may score. I think you could look at an Alex Classic in this game. You could be brave and say Liverpool and over. But my main play is just going to be Liverpool to win at like 3.5.
They're saying this is the year of the English teams in Champions League. Would you agree, Flash?
Well, I think it doesn't take a brave man. I mean, we had the Spaniards, say, 10 years ago, but the English sides have been involved in most of the finals over the last few years anyway. I mean, obviously, they've come up short a few times with Real Madrid winning a few on the trot. But listen, we're always there or thereabouts. It was only just when the mid-noughties when the Spaniards were taking control. But no, I think that I can see all 4 of our teams going through, and I just hope that they avoid each other.
Yeah. So Liverpool 3.6, they can get them. Bayern Munich 2.17, and the draw 3.7. Obviously, Bayern Munich got some key injuries. Thomas Muller, Joshua Kimmich. How will that affect their play here? Does it mean it's going to be an open game? And could it possibly point to a Liverpool win, Martin?
I don't think they'll miss those 2 players all that much, to be honest. They've been in exceptional form without them. I think they scored 6 goals in their last game. Robert Lewandowski on fire. Thomas Muller isn't the force he once was, I don't think. And I think Bayern have got a pretty big squad. Having said that, I like Liverpool in this game as well. I don't think it will be quite as tight and cagey as it was in the previous match. I think they're pretty evenly matched, these 2 teams, but Jurgen Klopp knows the German league very, very well. And I just think that Liverpool's extra pace and energy and a bit more furious pressing on the ball could be the difference here. I think it's going to be a good game. It really could go either way, but I do like Liverpool to qualify, actually, because I can see them scoring, and this one might end up in a score draw, or they might nick it if Bayern Munich are putting pressure on and they can break away. So, you can get 1.95 on Liverpool to qualify, and I think I'll go for that because they haven't lost in a long, long time.
In long time. Yes. Oh, interesting. Musty is going head-to-head with you with Bayern will qualify at 1.9. Also got Anes in the chat here. Obviously, Bayern Munich fan, supporter. What do you like, Anes? What's on your cards? I was looking at both teams to score. It's low, 1.66. Good for Naka there. I think we are going to see goals from both sides, unlike the last leg. So I tell you, I'm treading carefully with the outrights, but I would love to see Liverpool win because my father is a Liverpool supporter and he would be completely happy about that one. So, all right, Barcelona versus Leone again, 0-0. Barcelona 1.25, draw 7.4, and Leone 13. We sort of saw a little bit with sort of like Real Madrid and Ajax, but the question is Leon Ajax and is Barcelona Real Madrid? Are we going to see this sort of upset, or is this again Barcelona's to lose? What do you think, Martin?
I think it is Barcelona's to lose. Yeah, I
Mm.
mean, Leon obviously showed they're a good team by taking 4 points off Man City in the group stage. They've been doing well in France. They beat PSG not so long ago. But in terms of quality, Barcelona are by far the better team. They're in very good form. The likes of Messi and Suarez up front should be able to take Leon apart. It would be a huge upset if they weren't to win this game. It's imperative that Barcelona go on and do well in the Champions League this season after falling out of the quarterfinals for the last couple of years. So, yeah, I think they'll get through here. Don't like the odds though; they're very, very low. I think the bookmakers have tried to price all the fans out of this one and the Man City game. To be honest, the odds are so low. If you want a bit more value, you might look at Barcelona half-time, full-time. Maybe that's 1.75. But otherwise, yeah, it does look a bit of a low value affair, this one. But I
Yeah.
think Barcelona should scrape through.
Yeah, that's what I was looking as well. Barcelona half-time, full-time. Obviously, question is can Leon score on the road? Barcelona have kept 3 clean sheets in their last 5, 2 of those obviously being to Real Madrid. What are you taking? Obviously, Martin sort of comparing a little bit to the Man City game. You're thinking Man City win to 0, keep a clean sheet. What do you think with the Barcelona game? Do you think Leon will score?
No, but the big thing is trying to find the value, just like Martin had said a minute ago. You look at the way that you try and think about the way the game's going to go. Now, if I'm Leon, I'm going to play with 5 at the back, or if I play with three centre halves and I have my fullbacks tucked in, I have 2 front screens, and I stay in the game and try and frustrate and try and keep. So, I think they'll break them down, but I'm not saying they're going to blow them away. I looked at Barcelona -2 on the European, and that was 2.5 because that was value. But then the other side of it, it's like 1.6 for -1 or something mad like that. So it's very tough to find value here.
Yeah.
If I was to say that I would go for 2-0 or 3-0 as a scoreline and just put them both together for a small stake.
Yeah. I was wondering, I was on the same page as you there, Flash, thinking that Leon will try and keep this tight and frustrate, whether it is going to be a sort of, again, a higher scoring half being the second, a little bit like the Man City game. Also, I kind of wanted to give Leon a +2.5, but the value stops at +2 at 1.82. I just wondered whether it was going to be sort of closer there as Leon tried to stay in the game. Would you put anyone off higher scoring half being the second, Flash?
Again, it could be one of those where they win 2-0 and they score 1 in each. I think when you look at this game and you try and look at all the odds and try and break it down, almost like an algorithm, they're saying that they expect Barcelona to win this game 2-0. Everything says 2-0, not because you're getting a bit of a gamble on 3 and you're getting no value on over 1. So, I mean, if you coupled 2-0 and 3-0, I don't think you'd be far off.
Yeah. Pedro Barbosa says Barcelona and the under 3.5 goals.
There you go.
There you go.
What price is that, though? I think
Dunno.
that's not a great price.
Is it not? Pedro
No.
Barbosa, what is the price of that one? Well, if you're basically thinking that Barcelona is going to win 2-0, Barcelona to win to 0 is 2.2. So I definitely think there's some value in that. Now, I have to say, speaking with both of you, there sort of seems 1 or 2 matches where you feel very confident in, and the other ones you both have obviously got the same sort of feeling heading into these matches. So which one out of Tuesdays and Wednesdays would you put 2 units on, Flash? Or none?
Oh, I'd have 2. Yeah, no, I'd have 2 units on Liverpool because they're overpriced at 3.6. I mean, that's the biggest price of the 4 games for me, and it just jumps out. But that's on Wednesday. So let's go for Tuesdays. I'm going to go for a goal to be scored in both halves at 2, Juventus and Atletico Madrid.
Okay, all right. And then obviously favourite bet being the Liverpool bet, Barcelona, Leon. You just don't think there's any value in that one?
No, I think there's value. I think there's value in the win to 0 at 2.2. I definitely think that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably have a little piece of that.
Have a little piece, all right. Have a little piece of that one. What about you, Martin? What is your favourite bet across both days here? And run us through what you're thinking.
I think they're all very difficult, to be honest. The second leg of these huge Champions League ties is always very difficult. The value gets stripped out, and it's difficult to know how teams are going to react to being ahead on aggregate. Yeah, I would always go big on the first leg and be a bit more cautious on the second leg. So, yeah, I think probably my favourite bet is Liverpool to qualify against Bayern Munich. But that is a risky bet in itself because Bayern Munich are a very, very good team with lots of world-class players and they're in great form themselves. So, yeah, Barcelona half-time, full-time I'll go for against Leone. Probably under 2.5 goals in the Juventus v Atletico Madrid game. Raheem Sterling to score at any time in the Man City game. I imagine he'll start. If he doesn't, then your bet is a void if he's not on the pitch when the first goal is scored. So I quite like that one because he's been in great form. And Schalke are terrible in defence. But yeah, I'm going to play this one reasonably cautiously this round of fixtures and look forward to the first leg of the quarters and go big on that.
All right.
Now, can I just say before we go, obviously whenever there is in the second legs, we always look. I mean, the last round that we picked was Porto to win 2-1. And so it went to extra time and it was 12-1. Remember, we said that we thought it'd go to penalties. So in order for it to go to penalties, it had to finish 2-1 in 90 minutes. I think looking at these four games, Juventus, Atletico, you could have a tiny, tiny bit on it going to penalties, and that means Juve winning the game 2-0. Even though I think there'll be a goal in each half. I'm just saying that you could see, that's the one out of the four games, I think that we could see penalties.
I was wondering Bayern Munich, Liverpool. That was the one I had pegged down as going into.
But that won't be 0-0 though, will it?
There's
too much firepower.
We're going into extra time. But so I did ask Anne S, and she thinks that she likes the Liverpool to qualify at the 1.9 there, and she said with a sad face because she's a Bayern Munich fan. Yes. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Best of luck with your bets. We will be back for the next round, but we'll be back. So tomorrow, Alex and Chef Michael take to the video to run down the Europa League bets. Wednesday, Premier League Punter Show. Thursday will be best bets, and then also I think the following week is when we may roll out our new. We're just creating the designs at the moment, and it is called Sports Bet Daily. Daily show there covering all sports. Very exciting stuff. All right, Flash, Martin, thank you, boys.
Cheers, Nat. Cheers,
See
Mark.
you soon.
Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
Guys, thanks.
Arsenal to follow.